Hey, Gutfoxx here. So here's a beginner's guide to Diamond Dynasty. You log in, and obviously I got stubs as you see in the corner already. Check out my settings video if you have any questions on that. Log into Diamond Dynasty. You're not going to see it here, but you're going to see it on your screen when you log in. There are going to be some tutorials there, but basically we're going to break down what's all going in Diamond Dynasty virtually, what you should maybe look at doing first, okay? So my squad's pretty good. We got the collection done, everything. Home managed squad is basically how you do everything around here. Change up your lineup. Click on a guy here to move them. Click on a guy here to replace them. L1, R1 for secondary right there. So manage squads, customize if you want to customize your team name, team equipment, anything like that. You can do like cap stuff up there if you want to do a creative player, but I would wait a little bit later for that stuff. Standing stats and history, exactly what it sounds like. Inside edge and roster update. Okay, so inside edge, a lot of people may not understand this. You're gonna get a lot of tutorials pop up. I feel like every time I log into something, I get a tutorial. Inside edge is a daily matchup changing thing. So right, basically how well this company sees that one player IRL is gonna do that day, they're gonna boost the stats. Like TJ McFarland thinks gonna be very good today because of statistics, right? Inside edge says left-handed pitchers have a similar repertoire, have an ERA of 204 against the Pirates, because me, a Pirates fan, we suck. Okay, so they gave him a boost. Okay, so that changes, you know, every day basically in the season. Roster updates happen every couple of weeks, basically, well, every week, but every couple of weeks is a big roster update. We'll be able to make investments and make a return on investments on that. Programs, face of the franchise. This is basically the XP reward path, and how you get a lot of the free cards. You get random face of the franchise here, or these auctionable ones you get to choose to sell them right here, face of the franchise, etc., etc. So it's basically the XP reward path under that program right here. There's a lot of other programs. Earn Babe Ruth, the starter program, you can go into that. So here's a lot of things that you kind of want to like. These are like the tertiary, or I'd say like, yeah, tertiary is a fine word for it. Like maybe even secondary things that like you're not really like shooting for, but they kind of come standard. You can do some XP grinds. There's some good way of XP grinding through like just going into franchise or road to the show and then going against nothing but like 0 overall like teams, right? And just beating up on them over and over. Single player game modes, mini seasons. It's a new thing this year. Basically, you go against 8 teams or 7 other teams, and then you basically try and win the tournament at the end after playing a mini season against the CPU. Conquest, I think this is probably the best place that you want to start on your journey. So if you log into Diamond Dynasty, you finish the tutorial mode, you're like, now what do I do? Conquest. I think Conquest is the #1 thing you want to do. Get in here, right here. Mystery map, you know, it's nice if you want a repeatable conquest over and over for free packs or in a 5-pack bundle, some hitter rewards. The Nation of Baseball is probably the best thing to do. Mike Piazza's a good catcher, and also you get all these things. So shout out to Just123. All of these hidden packs right there you see are highlighted here behind me. I guess I can kind of like show there's a show pack down there in South Florida too. So overall, there's a lot of good packs and rewards along with that Piazza and, you know, things along the way to get with the Conquest. But I would do that. Conquest tip, you can go ahead and look at like previous year's Conquest tips. It's the exact same thing every year. Don't play a single game until you've like gotten all the other squares, okay? And then you could just like zoom through and you know, have your 99 stack and go against all the little hexagons right there at the end. So that's basically the best way of doing it, is take care of the map and then play the games, okay? And I think it's quickest that way. That's generally how the community believes it. Showdown is very good for like XP and stuff, drafting squads, doing all that stuff. You can click in here and get the see how that is. But basically at the end, you got to beat this like mega boss at the end to get the Showdown rewards. So you can go ahead and look through those on the Showdowns. Basically for like the face of the franchise program and regular one. Play versus CPU is not really worth it. I would ignore that. Online modes, ranked season is where you use your whole squad. Co-ops, where you can play with a friend against a couple other people. Battle Royale, you draft the team, try and go flawless and get one of these rewards. Otherwise, it's a Battle Royale program that you can earn points for. And so like if you just grind out the Battle Royale program, I'm in the middle of a draft. Okay, that doesn't really work. If you just grind it out, you can basically get those rewards and you don't have to go flawless for them. So it's a good thing to do every season to get them, to basically have like a top end card just by playing the game. It's really nice. Events, same thing. This one, you know, you got to win games of both ones. This one, you get a Nolan Ryan and Alfonso Soriano card for 15 and 20 wins. Pretty decent, but you also get some nice packs along the way. Things, stubs earned 1,200. It's okay. A headliners pack. You get more stuff as you go along, and then a big dog pack here at the end if you get all the way up to 50 wins there. So events, this event is unrestricted. Usually events have restrictions on your lineup, so that thing will reset every so often. When does this one end? This one ends April 8th, so 5 more days for that one. Play versus friends if you just want to play against a friend, and then casual game mode to play against basically anybody online. You queue up, and it's nothing really counts. The problem with casual that I hate is that there's no PXP or parallel. We'll talk about paralleling in a second, but there's nothing kind of earned from casual. It's just very like you just get in for the love of the game. Inventory. Here's where you see all the cards in like basically that you own, right? I got them all because I completed the live series collection today. So you're gonna see me, you know, it took a little bit. Opened a lot of packs. Got actually pretty lucky on packs this year. Pulled most every single high diamond that I needed except for maybe 2. So I was very, very fortunate that way. But anyways, that's how you see it. Hit R2, L2 to see the flashback cards instead. So that is it. The equipment, perks, sponsorships. I don't worry about sponsorships, stadiums, unlockables. Those are fine. My packs, I don't have any packs right now. There's the pack store, but there's probably a better way of getting there through the shop tab here at the bottom. Collections. Here's like doing some of these starter collections, finishing them up for some like little cheap things is all right. Otherwise, you got the legend and flashback ones in case you got some like low end cards or you've earned it through grinding different programs and stuff. You can kind of collect them here for different small things overall. So definitely take a look through collections, as it's a good way of getting cards through the year. The live series collection that you see for Randy Johnson, Frank Thomas, Roberto Clemente, along with some other decent cards just by doing some pretty cheap stuff. Maybe you could do like, I'll do a video on the best collections to do like right off the bat here soon, as that's a whole video of itself. Exchanges. The exchanges generally in MLB The Show, it's not like Madden. The exchanges, it's not that fun, whereas Madden, like, dude, a lot of their MUT is based around exchanges and sets and stuff like this. Now, collections are kind of similar to sets, but the exchanges, and there's no, like, sometimes you can find some decent stuff. I think you might be able to find some decent exchange. I would have to do this. This would be more of a market video, but those are exchange players for different players and stuff. Generally not a big deal in MLB The Show versus other games because the exchange ratios aren't incredible. But that's for a market video. I'll do them. Marketplace is how you go on and you find and buy cards. Now, if you're looking at a card here and you're like, what the heck is going on? Buy now, sell now. This is so confusing. Basically, all right, if you want to MLB The Show's got the best market in all of Ultimate Team game modes because it's got both halves of it, right? Whereas, like, every other game mode is just, like, the buy half, right? People list cards and you buy them, right? So, basically, if I click this button and I just say buy now at 58,000 stubs, I buy it. It's mine right now. But if you want a potentially cheaper Biggio, you can put up a buy order and you can put them up for 46 and change and get them potentially 12,000 stubs cheaper. You just have to wait for somebody to sell it to you. So you can instantly buy it off somebody who's made a sell order, or you can wait for someone to sell it to you, okay? That's kind of the difference between it. And a big way of making stubs, and of course, I'll talk about this in videos. These low-end cards here, we'll just start with 70 to 79s. Like, a lot of these things, you find guys that have, like, a bigger than 10% difference between the buy now and sell now, and then you put up a bid, and then you wait for it to get filled, and then you just post it. And it's instantly, like, it's so easy because these cards consistently turn over. It's so easy to make stubs in this game. It's crazy. It's just a grind. That's the only problem. Equipment and perks. You can go through some of these things for other stub opportunities. The same thing as the MLB players, stadiums, unlockable, stuff like that. So you can do all that. My orders is what you have active, what you have completed, and stuff like that. So I got a few sell orders up right now that look like they haven't been filled for a few hours. So anyways, that is it. Here's your packs. If you got any packs that you've earned, as you saw earlier, I didn't. You can go to buy packs, take a look at their show shop if you want to buy anything. Right now, like these show packs are not terrible. Early in the year is really the only time of the year that packs are remotely close to it, because MLB The Show ends up being very generous with packs, and it absolutely tanks the value of them. So right now, they're pretty high. I think on launch, prices will go down a little. Some of the top end cards might go up a little bit, but overall, over time, prices go down. Higher than 90 overall. Live series ones are a little bit of an exception. Stubs is just how you buy stubs. So that's really what you want to look at. That's kind of like a breakdown of Diamond Dynasty itself. If you have any questions, let me know. But like really, like getting into it, it's kind of overwhelming to earn cards. Like I talked about, you definitely want to go through and single player mode, conquest first. You can take a look at showdown. Go ahead and get into mini seasons. The issue is sometimes mini seasons you go against some pretty good teams, and you might not have a good enough team against them. You can obviously choose what difficulty you want that, but I do think what you want to do right away is conquest. Right there. Once you boot in, the first thing you should do. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of it. There's some good budget cards. I think I'll do a video on budget cards that you guys might want to take a look at. But there you go. Diamond Dynasty for beginners. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Call to action. Please like and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow.